Alright, you've seen the thumbnail. How does it not make sense when I show you that it can't be explained? Ha, calm down, let me start from the beginning. Hello, comrade. Good to see you here. I'm Mahis. Come, take something to drink and sit down with me. We got few things to cover. When I first watched Demon Slayer, I've heard about this prime evil, Muzan, Kibutsuji. Around 6th episode, if I recall, and I thought to myself, this is some tough, smart, cunning, and capable motherfucker. If he could avoid Demon Slayers, common foe, and authorities for over a millennia, that's this much time. And I had this weird dichotomous feeling. On one hand, I am very excited to see him in the show. On the other hand, I was dreading that moment. What if they fuck up a villain again, and it will be another one-dimensional, flat, pure evil archetype with no other qualities? Then I heard episode 7, Muzan Kibutsuji. Oh shit. Are we getting a flashback? Do we meet him in person? That's where my first Bleach association popped up. Aizen was also shown and established way before we ever dealt with him, like a few hundred episodes or so. Do we get our ass handed to us and move on, or we learned something about him? Well, when I laid my eyes on him casually walking with his wife and daughter, I swear to our one and only, my eyes lit up with neon lights. Tanjiro is mad and shit, but this chat is like, what type of inconvenience are you? No fucks given, here's a demon for you, I'm out, while this badass choir is nailing it on the background. All of that without breaking a character or exposing himself. Then he goes to this alley, and a drunkard bumps into him, and Muzan apologizes. What? The main bad guy, the prime evil, the smooth criminal himself, apologized to his fucking food for something he didn't even do. You got me, show. Now I'm going to watch the shit out of anything you do and listen to everything you say because this just got exciting. This mad lad is so far and beyond in status, strength, and existence that this little exchange is inconsequential. He has nothing to gain, nothing to lose, is just okay. I was expecting something like this. Only once it got personal, he flipped the switch, and boy, he delivered. His voice, the visuals, the gore, mwah. What he said was rather curious too. He's aware that he's not perfect. Somebody must have humbled him at some point, or you just get like that after 1,000 years, who knows. Then he calls for his henchmen. Like a true overlord, he has some tailing him to do his bidding at a moment's notice. Tells them to kill Tanjiro, and we see a little flashback of who I thought was Tanjiro's dad, beating Muzan, and some either rage or perhaps fear from him, and Hanafuda earrings. Next time we see him with a drum man, recruiting Rui, and it's cool and all, but man, the last scene with him was bonkers. I have to explain this scene because I see so many people getting it wrong, saying, oh, he just wanted his shaft worked, or whatever he had in that form. The situation is as such. He calls for a number of his close minions to his office, demanding an explanation. Why you're not performing, not achieving anything, why do I even need you? Then proceeds to fire all but one of them with exceptional prejudice and no retirement allowance. The reason for that is simple. Not only they're a deadweight, but they're also a liability. First of all, they just plain disrespect him during that encounter. You don't speak against your superiors no matter what in a situation like that. Look up some Sicilian mafia or watch Goodfellas or Sopranos, you'll get the idea. As a boss, you can't allow any disrespect or insubordination. Their job is to find and kill Hashira. Think, Mark. If they do that in his presence, how will they behave in front of an overwhelming opponent? Either run or beg for mercy. Even worse, they can let some information slip. Verbal, non-verbal, doesn't matter. They are a liability and need to prove themselves or fuck off. So, the only one who survives is the one who is absolutely loyal to him. Muzan understood that he's not going to run, cheat, or surrender, so here's some resources, blood, go get me that Hashira, and maybe even Tanjiro. Makes perfect sense to me, until I have finished show's season 1 and I started thinking about all of it. Yeah, Muzan is either a complete imbecile, which contradicts his lore, or he has a plan. First, I've thought about why the fuck would Muzan go out of his way to the middle of nowhere to Kamado's residence by himself? To kill them all? Well, if that's the plan, then he royally fucked up by letting Nezuko transform and not die, and missing Tanjiro completely. I do not believe he couldn't have noticed that she's still alive. Period. You can't change my mind on that. Then I remembered he mentioned Hanafuda earrings. Obviously he took an L from Tanjiro's dad and Hinokami Kagura and shit, but why is he still alive? In the flashback, he was clearly on the ground looking defeated. Obviously at the moment he's taking revenge on Kamados for that, but something feels off. For example, why didn't he kill Tanjiro in the city? With how strong this dude is, he could have wiped an entire block and leave in so many ways. From turning everyone to demons, or just kill our boy in plain sight, escape and start another life as he can clearly Orochimaru himself into something different. Yet he has sent his henchmen instead. Maybe there was an agreement of sorts so that he can escape with his life, at the cost of not being able to harm Tanjiro personally. Well, then the answer is even simpler. Tell your henchmen to locate Tanjiro and follow him, while he calls the upper moons and be like, yo, got us some serious business to take care of. Come to this city, I'll be there too. 6 upper moons against Tanjiro? Even with Nezuko, Tamayo and Dickhead. While Muzan is preventing intervention, anime would have ended right then and there. But this video doesn't, and if you made it this far, consider liking, subscribing, and sharing your thoughts in the comment. It's a cool topic to discuss. Now, let's pretend we are Demiurgus trying to figure out Aizen's plan. Ainz's plan. We know he knows he's imperfect, and most likely is looking for ways to fix this. Simple, you find perfection first, then apply it to yourself. A good place to start is somebody you can beat. Tanjiro's dad. He's tricky though, he's strong. Maybe his children will do. What if I turn one of them into demon right away and see what happens? This will create a motivation for the oldest to get good. Yeah, I'll make him fight progressively stronger enemies each time and let him reach his physical potential. Then I turn him and see what happens. Will his sister survive? Would she eat him? Can the boy kill his sister, or will they do something else like that other woman did? Oh, so many possibilities. I didn't bring up Orochimaru for nothing. What if he too can possess / transfer himself? He clearly can give his blood to others, and the amount they can take depends on certain variables. So is it possible to transfer everything completely? Maybe. Your goal as an evil overlord is to rule eternally and uncontestedly. That's where being perfect comes in handy, and you're already naturally looking for sources of power to achieve that. And even if you can't transfer yourself into somebody, you can observe and study that individual and make changes to yourself. It's reasonable to assume Muzan can do that. He's clearly transforming into different people, he has whatever monstrous arm that was, he has ability to transform others. You just need to find the right sequences and...
Evolve, Muzan.
I bet now you see where the thumbnail is coming from. Those who know Bleach manga know what this other lad's been up to, and yes, their end result is different, but the process is hella similar. We cultivate an unstoppable MC by orchestrating his encounters, motivation, and plot armor, and then suffer the consequences. In conclusion, I would like to say that I really want all of it to make sense in the end. And not just my stupid theories, I just don't want some lame excuse, oh he didn't kill his arch enemy on the spot because it's a plot device and blah blah blah. I'm about to binge season 2, and I hope it will clarify some things. I'm fucking behind on shit as usual, but I will make a video about it and hopefully more than one, so stay tuned. It was I, Mahis, mumbling into the microphone, and I hope you will have a great, whatever time of the day you have. Until next time, peace.